we're live. All right. Right. Let's see. I want to see how everything's doing. Let's see. I want to see how everything's doing. Okay. I think we fixed our problem. I think we fixed our problem. So basically what I found out last night, hold on. Let me mute everything. There we go. Cuz I have stuff up in the background. I have my stream going in the background just cuz I want to see how everything is looking because yeah, why not? It's kind of important. Yeah, now. But okay. So last night I was on a call with Logan. He actually helped me set all of this up, and we found out basically why my stream was trash. Basically what happened was my MacBook was not able to handle OBS. The CPU just there was way too much usage. In other words, just OBS just completely almost blew out my CPU. So, that being said, my MacBook's fine, but I switched back over to my old Dell computer, and this is from like 2016 or so it's like 4 or 5 years old. But it has a quad-core Intel i7, and the clock speed is a lot better than my MacBook, and it has 2 more cores in it, so it's like by far a crap ton better. Alright. Thanks for helping me out. I appreciate it, Logan. I know you're tuned in. Let's see. I honestly think it's pretty good right now. I can't really see what's going on. Sorry, I was trying to find music to play in the background. I don't want to play things that are going to get me in trouble, but yeah, no. So yeah, I'm gonna go over again what I'm doing and why I'm doing this, because my stream was really crappy the other day. So that being said, okay, bet. Okay, so I'm trying out, sorry, I'm like all over the place, this is what happens. But I'm trying out using the chat stream, or the chat from Restream, and it works amazingly well. It's MacBook integrated graphics are but you could possibly use your GPU to encode your screen. Yeah, probably. I'm just not 100% sure. I'll be honest with you. I'm kind of a noob when it comes to all of this. So I probably could figure it all out. But I just kind of was like, you know what? Let's just use the Dell because it's a trusty laptop, so why not? And then eventually I can always I'll figure something out. Eventually I'll probably buy a MacBook Pro. Has been the plan for a while. But anyways, I'm using this chat room that Restream has built into their platform, and it actually collects the comments left on all my videos from every platform, which is pretty dope. So let me make sure does it collect, or does it support Facebook as well? I'm not sure. I don't know if it is. Let's see. I can even have, I can download it if I wanted to, but I don't really want to because why would I do that? If I can do it in the browser and not use more, more memory on my computer. And also, thank you, Logan, again. I know, I've been kind of monitoring it in the background, and it looks pretty great, so thank you. I appreciate you helping me figure that out. anyways, let's see. I want to see if it is connected to, there it is, settings down in the corner. That's what I wanted. Facebook. So, oh, okay. So I gotta make my stream public on Facebook, and I have this issue where just put it this way, Facebook, I need to go in and change some settings on Facebook because everything's kind of iffy with Facebook, and I'm not logged in anymore on my computer. So basically what ended up happening is I ended up wiping my entire Dell clean so I could go on and use it for this, because I was like, why not? I'm just checking to see. Okay, cool. I was like, why not? I know it's a better computer. I've been wanting to use this for something because I don't want to give it away quite yet, because it is a pretty expensive laptop. And it is still a good laptop. I just want to update the OS and all of that. But anyways, besides the point. Yeah, so wiped it clean. Because I had to wipe it clean, I have to re-download everything. But that's for me, that's not a terrible thing or a terrible thing that I had to do. And I've been wanting to do it. Okay, yeah, let me go do that real quick because that would be a lot better. Honestly, y'all, I set everything up real fast the other day, and if my tags and all that aren't right now, I'm like, I'll fix it, but I just was like, let me just get this all up and running, and I can worry about all the specifics later. And I know I didn't take enough time to figure out everything. I really didn't. I know I didn't. But I was just like, you know what? I want to get this done. I want to get this started. And the first challenge has always been for me just to get things started. Because I always say that I'm going to do something and I never do it. So, that being said, I wanted to get everything up and running, and I would figure out everything later. Okay. I'm trying to find where on Twitch I can change the info and all of that. Moderation, no. Let's see. Yep, I am live. That was weird. Edit profile. There we go. No, I don't think this is where I need to be. Let's see. But yeah, anyways, I had to re-download everything. And one of the things that I needed to re-download was actually VS Code, because that's the IDE. Sorry, I'm looking up at my second monitor right now. My camera's like right here, so I'm looking up over here. If it looks like I'm looking off into the distance, I am, but you know. For a reason. Let's see. Go home. Let me mute this tab. Oh no. Cool. I don't want to choose interest. Let's see. I'm gonna have to figure this out probably in a little bit. Channel. Okay. Let's see. I can report myself. Let's not do that. But yeah, like I said, I've had to re-download everything. I've said this like 5 times now, just because I keep getting distracted and I'm trying to do something, but oh! Okay! Edit stream info. Category. Haha. I'm gonna be setting this up right now. Because, no, that's not what I wanted. Because this will help. I'm going to, let's see, 100 days of code. Is that a thing? I don't think that's a tag. No, that's not a tag. Thanks, Logan. Also, coding. Programming. There we go. Programming. Web development. Java. Nope, that's not a thing. Let's see. Programming. Ooh, I might, you know what? It would be kind of cool if eventually what I do here is I could eventually start, I had an idea. Oh, I could build a computer on live. That would be kind of cool. That would be really cool. So maybe I'll do that because I know I was talking to Logan and I was like, I kind of want to build a desktop. It's impossible to be found on Twitch for category. Yep, perfect. I got it all figured out. I appreciate it. I just got it all set up. And now I have tags as well. So if somebody types in programming or web development, hopefully I show up. But yeah, with that, I think everything's kind of ironed out for now. But yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. If I need to do anything else, I will do so. And it looks like the good news is, y'all, I have 0 drop frames. My CPU is now currently running at 4.4 up to like 5 to 6% capacity. Yesterday, on my Mac, it was running at what? I think it was running at like 50 to 70, maybe 80% capacity. And when I opened up everything, like all the information and all the specs on my computer, it was like running really, building a rig. Yes, definitely. I just want to be able to have my own computer and be like, yo, I built this. Like, isn't this freaking dope? I'll probably also build it on Linux because I haven't really had experience with Linux and I kind of want to. And why wouldn't I? You know, it would be kind of cool. Message for the repo for the React projects. Okay, cool. Sounds good. Anyways, let's get to it. So, I'm going to explain kind of what I'm doing again because yesterday's stream was kind of crappy just because of, again, my MacBook. So, that being said, excuse me, and when I say MacBook, I have a MacBook Air. So, it is a not as good processor. I don't want to say it's a bad processor, but it is a smaller processor. It's not what they put in like a MacBook Pro. I need to eventually upgrade to a MacBook Pro, but right now, yeah, no. I'm just money. I don't have $4,000 to spend on a laptop. Like, sorry, I'm not. COVID. The illness. I had Linux on my PC before and it was fun for about a week. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how things go with Linux. Like I said, I haven't really ever messed around with it. But that being said, let's go on and get into it. Again, so basically what I'm doing is I'm going to be, excuse me, soda makes me burp. So I'm drinking a soda and yeah, I'm going to be burping a lot. I apologize. But basically what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be live streaming this is actually really, there we go, I'm minimizing that. I'm going to be live streaming my journey through 100 days of code. I really wanted a fun way to get other people involved in this and also have fun doing it, because why would I want to do something that's not fun? And then not only did I want it to be fun, I wanted it to also give value to other people and yeah, just help people. And I figured this would be a cool way of doing it, and it also holds me accountable, because if I don't live stream, people can actually comment and call me out, and and it kind of holds me a little bit responsible there. So it'll be good to see like where this all takes me and how I actually stick with it. And I kind of wanted to document it, and then also I will be making YouTube videos out of these streams. So that being said, if you don't catch the entire stream, or you don't want to watch the entire stream, what I'll probably eventually do is sit down and edit the stream to take out highlights of it and kind of do a compilation of those on my channel for each stream that I have. So I'll put it into a playlist or something. I'll figure it out. But I really wanted to just start somewhere, and here we are. So that being said, that's kind of the whole idea behind this. So yeah, that's that. I will be uploading new YouTube videos. I was gonna do one this morning, but I kind of didn't wake up until noon. It's bad to say, but I didn't wake up till noon because we're not going to talk about it, but I didn't wake up till noon because I had a rough night. Had a rough, long night, but not really rough, but it was just long. Anyways, that being said, I was going to start with a YouTube video today and record it and start editing it, and then I was going to drop it like while we were on live stream, but yeah, that's not going to happen. So I'll do that tomorrow morning. I do have a call with a student in the course that I'm in. If y'all don't know about it, it's called Profit with JavaScript. I won it because I competed in an international coding competition that these YouTubers put on, Clever Programmer. If you don't know them, go check them out. They have a lot of good content on their channel. But they hosted a 5-day Google Maps challenge, and I won second place in the very first challenge that they had. And my prize was access to all the courses that they have. So right now I'm in Profit with JavaScript. Yeah, I won the the Facebook week of JavaScript. Yep, that I did. I won that challenge. And then also I tweeted you out, maybe a friend pops in. Okay, cool. Thanks. Thank you. I appreciate it. You were in that? Oh, perfect. That's awesome. I would love to see your project. If you have the link, if you could drop it in the chat, that would be great. But thank you. I appreciate it. But yeah, so basically I won access to all of their courses. And yeah, I'm just kind of taking advantage of it right now, and can't remember where I was going with that, but yeah. Anyways, so that's right. I have a live call tomorrow at 10:30 a.m. with a guy in the course as well. He wanted me to help explain some stuff to him, and I'm a success coach in there as well, and that's kind of what we do, is we just provide value and explain concepts to people in the course. But anyways, I have that at 10:30, so I hope to be done with that around like maybe 12:30 to 1. And then after that, I will start filming for YouTube, and I will start edit and all that, and then hop on here probably about the same time. I need to solidify a time that I'm going to go live every day. And yeah, we'll go from there, but we'll see. Yeah, so that's kind of the plan for tomorrow. Right now, what I am currently working on is an AI project. So, and also if you're tuning in through Facebook, I'm currently, and you're commenting on Facebook, I apologize, I'm currently not active on Facebook. I wish I could have it up in another tab, but Facebook does this thing that it doesn't recognize my email address that I've used to log in to my Facebook page all the time, and my number, it doesn't realize it, so I have no clue how to get in. I'm going to have to figure that out as well, but I will figure it out eventually. Anyways, so just to re-explain what I'm doing is yesterday kind of started the 100 days of code for me. I wanted a way to combine 100 days of code with a project that I'm currently doing. The project I'm currently working on is with other people in the Profit with JavaScript course. It's Logan, David, Amanath, and me who are working on this project. It is an AI project. So right now, I'm just kind of taking my time and finding new and, I don't want to say new, but new to me ways of setting this up using AI, using natural language, databasing, all that good stuff. So that being said, let's go on and take a look at it. So this here is our wireframe. And it's not really a wireframe, it's more of a UML document. So this is going to be how each library or each piece, each template of code speaks to each other and what needs to get fed into where, what's going to be returned, all of that good stuff. So as you can see, you know, we're gonna have our user input, and hold on, let me explain what the project actually is. So the project is an interface and a way to convert some type of text input into the way somebody else talks. So one use case for this is a Trump translator. Try to say that 3 times fast. If you're me, you probably can do it, but you know, I just can't talk. But anyways, right now that's going to be our use case for this and what we're testing everything with. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to have user input, some type of user input on the front end. We don't know, we're kind of in the process of figuring out what libraries and all of that we want to use. That's actually what I'm going to be working on today. I have my Scrum up here and I'll go over that in a second, and then we'll set up VS Code so I can start playing around with Firebase and machine learning. But that being said, we have all of this, the UML kind of set up. So we're going to have our user input. It's going to go to our front end. Let me undo that because, yeah, that doesn't need to be there. But then we're going to take it and we're going to parse it through data visualization with tweets. We're going to have to take a look into this, Logan. I think this is wrong on the UML, but we'll take a look into it later. But this is going to communicate with some sort of API that's going to connect it, our front end, to the back end. Because if you don't know the way everything works, your front end typically is going to be in JavaScript, HTML, or CSS, and back end wise, we're probably going to use Python. Excuse me. But I'm going to see today what languages that the machine language actually uses through Firebase. I'm pretty sure you can use Node or something like that. That's another thing I need to download is Node, now that I say that. But we'll figure it out, and we'll go from there. So, yeah, let's get started. Now, this is also... Jira roadmap. There we go. Board. That's what I want, I think. No. Yes, that's what I want. I do want board. So these are the assignments that we have that are currently in progress. So we have the wireframe. Logan has the wireframe and the system requirement docs to work on. David has API research, which, if y'all know anything about David, he loves his APIs. I swear he would marry APIs if he didn't already have a girlfriend. Like, that's how much he loves APIs. I get it. They're cool though. They're pretty cool. He's just ridiculous. Anyways, we also have I'm currently working on researching the database and AI and natural learning or natural language processing. What I'm focusing on right now is going to be this here, researching AI and natural language processing. Then also we have Amanath working on data visualization libraries. And yeah, we're just that's where we're at right now. So for those of you who don't know, and because yesterday's stream was crap, we're using Agile and Scrum for this. So it's a way to organize projects into smaller bite-sized pieces that people can actually comprehend and work on. Because yeah, starting a project is hectic. It's hectic and it's crap sometimes, but it is what it is. And you have to make sense of it somehow. So Agile and Scrum kind of helps break it down into it's a way to break the project down into smaller bite-sized pieces. Just look at it that way. It's a project management, basically. Project management way of doing things. Almost. I think that's exactly what it is, but, I could be totally wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. But, that being said, everything is broken up into sprints. Right now, we're working on 2-week sprints. We all kind of came into agreement that we wanted to work on this in 2-week intervals just because of the way that everybody's life is right now. We all have things going on in our lives other than just this project. So we figured 2 weeks would give us enough time it would give us ample time to do what we needed to do. I mean, even if we're working on it 30 minutes a day, that's still 7 hours in 2 weeks, So it works, and yeah, we're good to go right now. So this is week 1. We're halfway into week 1. We have 6 days remaining. So guys, we need to have a meeting on July 19th and yeah, reevaluate everything and see where everybody's at. Something else that I am going to be working on is Twitter's API. Yeah, well, I'm gonna figure all that out. And yeah. Anyways, let me go on. I'm going to download. So let me show you guys how to actually do this. So I wanted to show you how to set up a IDE, and specifically Visual Studio. Visual Studio is very powerful because you can program from almost every language that you think possible, like out there, almost in Visual Studio Code. It's really nice. Do your user stories have points? Not points. No points, not in Java. Yeah. Yeah, we don't have we don't really have user stories quite yet. That's something that Logan is working on, and planning out and all that good stuff. But yeah, so I use Visual Studio Code because it is a very powerful IDE. Like I said, you can program in almost any language on it, and it's pretty powerful. So I just Google search Visual Studios. Here, there's, of course, different packages that you can install, different EXEs, DMGs, all that good stuff, DB, RPM, whatever. Typically, it will auto-detect the OS system that you're running on, and you just got to click that. Your EXE will pop up, install it, all that good stuff. Now, when you open it, here, I'll open it for the first time for everybody, so I can actually get a good cut of this for YouTube. So, there it is. That's weird. Okay, so you're going to open up Visual Studio Code. And when you open it up, this is the screen you're going to see. So I'm going to start installing some of my extensions. Extensions just make your life a lot easier while you're programming. So we're going to go over here. We have Live Server. We're going to install that, which is really nice because all you got to do is click Live Server down here and it hosts your code on a local host without really having to do much. It's really nice. We're going to install IntelliCode. That's actually what finishes. Like, you can put, you can start typing and it'll recommend certain functions and all of that you can use for the actual object that you have, that you're using. Prettier is always a good one. This one lines up your code and, like it says, it makes it prettier. More legible, easier to read. Then, let's see. I am going to install Debugger for Chrome because, hold on. Is this the one? I don't think this is the one. You know, I'm going to wait on that one. We're going to wait on that one. Did I have this one? I can't remember if I had this one. Yeah. So I'm going to install this as well. It just makes all the icons pretty. Oh, okay. It already has it, but I'm going to just set file icon, file icon theme, activate. Okay, cool. Let's see. Docker, Java, let's see. I don't need Docker. I have Docker on my other computer. That's more for like virtual machines and all that. It's pretty cool. Let's see. HTML snippets. Yes. So this allows you to close and open tags pretty easily. It's really nice. You want ES6 code snippets as well. This, again, just like the other one, it's pretty powerful. It's going to autocomplete a lot of things for you. Let's see. This is something else that I had installed, Racket Pair Colorizer. Because if anybody has programmed in like Java or C++ before, if you know that these one little bracket can cause like 100+ lines of error, so it's always a good one to have. Path IntelliSense. This one is always nice as well. It allows your computer to work from the path that you're currently in without having to do like C drive programs bin 64, you know, or whatever. I don't know, something like that. You can just, all you got to do is put period and then / if you want to access any other folder in the path. Really nice. Let me not install PowerShell right now. I don't think I'm going to need it for now. Let's go down. Live Share, that's the one I was looking for. Live Share is really nice. Because it'll pop up down here and you can virtually invite almost anybody to come in and work on your code in your actual IDE. But they can access it from halfway around the world. You have the code on your computer, they don't have the code on their computer. So everything's stored on your actual computer. It's pretty nice. I love it. Yeah. Okay, cool. So we have most of our extensions installed. I don't think there's anything else that I want to install. Oh, ES7 and React, yes. I want to install that as well. I don't know if I'm going to be doing much React, but we'll figure it out eventually. And yeah, I think that's it for now. Oh, jQuery code snippets. Hmm. Just reading over this. Yeah, this I'll do that. Why not? Um, just will make my jQuery a little bit easier to program in. Doesn't really matter, but whatever. Excuse me. All right, cool. So we're good to go there. Now I'm going to go on and just go to my desktop, and I'm going to start a new folder, and I'm just going to say project or AI project. There we go. Cool. Actually, let me rename that. I'm always terrible at naming projects, and I didn't spell project right. Twitter translator. That's Odin too, by the way, who just jumped up. He either sits on the back of my chair or to the right side of me. Yeah, his spot is kind of just wherever there's space on the desk. Don't know. He just likes being next to me, so it's like I'm watching the computer and then he's watching me. It's kind of weird, but I love him. I love him. Yes, I do. He's so sweet. But yes, his name's Odin. Odie. He's getting a little good chin scratch in here. Can't stop. Okay, cool. I don't like stopping until my animals tell me to stop petting them, because I feel like it's a betrayal of trust, portrayal of trust. I don't know. I'm just weird. Whatever. Hi, Milo. The only one I do stop every once in a while is him, Milo. I have 2 cats, 2 dogs, but Milo is over here. He's a little attention whore. He loves pets, and yeah, he's getting ready to climb up in my lap here in a second. He's just gonna sit in it. See? But there's Milo and Odin. And then if you guys hear any ruckus in the background, that's Olive and Yogurt. They like to make noise, so. Alright, you getting comfy? You comfy? You good? Alright, cool, let's start. Okay, cool. So let's go in and take a look here. Let's go in, and I think I want to use Firebase for the project. I haven't researched much more into machine learning and natural language processing than yesterday. Let me look at IBM Cloud. Let me take a look into Watson. Because it's in between IBM and Firebase for natural language processing and AI. No, I don't want to create a login. There we go. I just clicked the blue button. 913. What's up, Milo? He has a tendency of biting my phone when I'm on it, or trying to hit it out of my hand so he gets all the attention. Yeah. He's a little whore, but I love him. Let's see. Is that it? I don't honestly remember my login for this. So, yeah. There we go. I have a fan under my laptop as well because it gets hot. Is that the right ID, or is it this? Okay. Nope. Okay, that's not the password. Nope, not the password. Oh, crap. Ay, ay, ay. Y'all, I forget my passwords too easily. Alright, so I'm gonna do some digging on my second screen here. I can't believe I really forgot my password, and username. I want to make sure that I'm getting it right, because, yeah, that would be my luck. Okay, so that didn't help. IBM. Let's see. Okay, so it's my email. Cool. Guys, it's so hard to go in between from my Mac to my PC. And do all the right hotkeys and all that, because, you know, the command and all of that are not in the same area in between the two, and yeah, it confuses my hands, but whatever. Let's see. Okay. So, let's see. Haha. Cool. No, we're definitely going to save that because I always forget. Okay, cool. So, I'm going to go into OBS and I'm going to cover like the bottom half of my screen for a little bit just because with my face. That's not what I wanted to do. Just because I don't know what information is on here and I don't need anything sensitive coming up, and yeah. Because, yeah, no. Okay, cool. Oh, well, crap. Hold on. There we go. That works. Why not? So, I know you can see over here. So we're going to expand, and we're going to go to Watson, which, for those of you who don't know, Watson is their AI. Let's see. Convert audio into text. Speech into multiple languages of text. That's not what I want. Extract insights. Resources. SDKs. Okay. Watson services. Documentation. Yeah, let's go into documentation. Let's see what it pulls up. So I can show this because it's just documentation. Oh, I need to figure out a way that I can just have a really easy way of covering up sensitive information while I'm streaming. That'll be one of my next things to do. So, natural language classifier. Ooh, yay, it's an API. So, that reminds me. There is this, what is it? App, I guess, that is called Postman. Postman basically allows you to make API calls and get the information that it returns, that API call returns, whether it's a JSON or YAML or whatever. So, add new scene in OBS that's just your face. That's a good idea. Can I do that right now? Because if I can do, I definitely can. Okay, cool. That's actually pretty cool. I'm gonna leave it like that for now, and then once I'm done, I'll play around with it and apply all the filters that I have to my screen down here to the other one, because yeah, it's just it'll be some work, but not really too bad. It's not too hard. But anyways, this is Postman. We're gonna download 64-bit one because mine is a 64. I don't think they make very many 32s. Cool. know. All right. So, let's see. Getting started with natural language classifier. So, I'm going to take a look into this. So, for those of you who don't know, natural language processing uses a lot of linear, linear algebra and calculus, which, if any of you guys know me, that's right up my alley. I love linear algebra and calculus. It's literally my favorite thing ever. I have no clue. You can call me sadistic. I probably am. Because, that's just the way Kiska works. But anyways, as soon as I found out natural language processing utilized a lot of calculus and linear algebra, I was like, all right, I gotta start working with this because this is right up my alley, and maybe eventually I'll get a whiteboard to put right behind me and just start going ham with some calculus. And maybe I can teach people calculus on live stream. Why not? Famous last words. Yeah, no, yeah. Yeah, 100% famous last words. So, yeah. Yep. Ooh, okay. So, Python. They have a node as well. Good to know. Typically, for those of you who don't know, when you do any like natural language processing, or anything really to do with AI, typically it's done in, Python. Not so much Node, but if they have Node, maybe I'll use it. Who knows? We'll figure it out. Postwoman is greater than postman, in my opinion. Same. That's a good eye. Yes. Alright. Let's see. Wow. OBS is loving my Dell rather than my MacBook. It's kind of sounding like it's going to take off my computer here. So I'm just kind of letting it think. But let's go back to the documentation and that'll pop up when it pops up. Excuse me. Okay, so another thing that I'm going to have to download, because again, guys, like I said, I had to wipe this laptop clean last night, is I'm going to download Node. I always download the stable version rather than the current version, just because this version typically still has bugs. This is a stable version. They know this works with very minimal bugs, if any. But sign in. Sign in with Google. Okay, there we go. Yes, use Google. I'm going to see if I can uninstall Edge and Internet Explorer. I'm sure I can. I know the very first thing I did was download Chrome. Very first thing I did. Alright, cool. Perfect. We have all of our API calls, and I'm going to close that down. If y'all know anything about APIs, those API keys are pretty sensitive, and I don't want that up too long here. So for most of my API calls, I will be working on my second screen. I can show you how to use it with like an open source API call that doesn't charge, but Google, AWS, all of them, they charge. Not every single time. Typically they have a threshold, but they charge for API calls. So you're just going to install Node. Node typically will install NPM and Node. Automatically install because I'm lazy and I will never remember to install. We're going to have to troubleshoot this more than likely because I downloaded Node earlier, at an earlier date on this computer, and NPM and Node, there was an issue with NPM. So we'll figure it out. And for those of you who don't know, NPM is usually installed with Node. Hey, Milo. So we'll let that run on our second screen here. Let's go on and take a look into this here. It's probably part of the reason why I can't sleep. I'm drinking a fucking Coke and it is 9:35. You know. Who cares? That's what melatonin is for. Anyways, so before you begin, create an instance of the service. Go to in the catalog, sign up for IBM Cloud account or log in, create, copy credentials. To authenticate to your service instance, on the manage page, click show credentials, copy the API key and URL, install Node SDK. Alright, create and train a classifier. So the classifier learns from the examples before it can return information for text that it hasn't seen before. The example data referred to training data. You upload the training data when you create a classifier. Download the two example files. The files in a CSV format in two columns. The first column is the text input. The second column is the text. Is the class for that text, temperature, or condition. View the file to see the entries. So let's open that in a new tab. Oh, I guess it just downloaded. Whatever. Oh. I don't know what app can open a CVS. Yes, allow that. CSV. Cool. App to open. Hold on, what's up? Yeah, no, I don't have Google, or not Google, I'm sorry, I don't have, what is it? I don't have Excel. Node Package Manager. Okay. I'll look into that in a second. Let's see if I can open it here. Let's see. File, upload. Downloads. Nope, that's Node. I want that open. Finish. Okay, Node is done. Oh, got it. See, I don't know what NPM actually is. Cool. Alright. Cool. Let's open Node. A Node terminal. Because I'm pretty sure you can do that. Nope, I guess you can't. It downloaded one when I did it the first time. Node-v. Alright, npm-v. Let's see. Hopefully it finds it. Okay, I don't think npm is actually installed. Great. We're gonna have to figure this out. Oh, no! It's installed! Perfect! Yay! No issues. At least that I know of right now. We will find it. We will find out here in a second. For dang sure. So let's see. Okay, cool. Makes sense. I just wanted to see what data that they were using. It's always a good thing to take a look at the data. Just so you know what you're working with and so you can understand what they're actually saying in the documentation. Let's see. conditions, temperature, got it. Makes sense. Makes sense. Cool. I can exit out of that, exit out of that, exit out of that, exit out of that. Cool. I think I might want to use IBM. Just because, purely for the fact I like IBM's documentation a lot better than I actually like Firebase's documentation. Excuse me. Let's take a look at Firebase. So, go to console. Twitter project. Okay, so machine learning. Let's see. View the docs. I don't know, I just feel as though IBM's is a little bit more step-by-step than what Firebase actually is. Yeah. Because even the recognized text, which is what I'm going to need to use, it's useful, but I like how IBM actually has like a whole documentation that walks you through even just one beginning project, you know. But yeah, let's take a look here. Overview. Okay, maybe not. No, that's vision. Machine learning, vision, custom models. What? Because it looks like that the text is about all you can look at. And then also, too, it's a little, for me, it's a little confusing, iOS and Android, because I'm not really developing on iOS or Android, but yeah. So, I'm not 100% sure. I don't know if it comes with a database or strictly NPL or NLP and Cloud API. I'm pretty sure it's just the API. I'm going to have to take a look into it. I know there's machine learning and natural language classifier. So that being said, yeah. What? Well then. I guess the NLP is the machine learning. I mean, that makes sense because you're programming it here to train a classifier, but I don't know. Hold on. Like I said, guys, like I'm 100% of a beginner when it comes to machine learning and natural language processing. So that being said, I will literally have probably the most stupid questions that may seem like there's an accurate answer or like an easy answer to it. I'm just not, I just don't have a lot of experience with this, so we're gonna work through this together. Okay. So, and hosting capabilities for machine learning modules and web applications, custom machine learning engines that are supported by Watson OpenScale must conform to the following requirements. expose 2 types of REST API endpoints, GET and scoring endpoints. Okay. All endpoints need to be compatible with the Swagger specification to be supported. Crap, I'm gonna have to talk to David because that's right, you gotta upload a Swagger for IBM. And a Swagger is basically formatting your response from an API. Basically, think of it as a guideline. That's exactly what a Swagger is. It's a guideline stating that the data's, when you return the data, it's going to look like this here. But anyways, input, payload, and output are to or from the deployment, must be compatible with JSON file format that is described in the specifications. At this stage, only the basic auth or none formats are supported. Okay, got it. You are not using any available out of the box products to serve your machine learning. I mean, I'm pretty sure we can find something that you don't have to code from scratch. What's a machine learning? The fact that there's no machine learning documentation kind of worries me. So Knowledge Studio. Yeah, I'm just gonna exit out of that. I don't think I really need to look at that right now. Tone Analyzer. Language Translator. I'm sure that there's already programmed languages, and you can't program your own language, so there's that. Speech to text, natural language understanding. I think there's going to have to be a API call to the natural language understanding and then the classifier, because that would be the logical reference there. Yeah, okay. I don't know what else. I was gonna say something, I just can't remember what I was gonna say. I had a fleeting thought. Alright, let me do one thing at a time. Let me look at this classifier here. So, this is another reason why I love documentation, y'all, is it literally gives you the code. Like, it shows you what you need to do, and then from there, you can always customize it, so why not? Cool. Hi, baby boy. Milo is just loving laying on my lap. Haha. Is it me, or do other people just stick a finger in their animals' mouths when they yawn? I don't know, I feel like it's a weird, like, power move, like, haha, I have a finger. I can stick this in your mouth if I wanted to, but I only do it when you yawn because you opened your mouth for too long. But not really. I don't know. I just like poking their tongues too when they yawn. They always look so confused. They're like, what just happened? Anyways, the response includes a new classifier ID and status, as in the following example. So name is tutorial classifier, status is training, URL, classifier ID created. And then description, training begins immediately and must finish before you can query the classifier. Okay, so check the training status periodically until you see a status of available. With the sample data, takes about 6 minutes. Cool. And I know you want the confidence to be as close to 0 as possible, I think. There's some really good YouTube videos out there explaining what natural language processing does, how it works, and all of that. So I will I will try to find that link again. If you have fewer than 10 classes in your training datum, the sum of the confidence value is 100. In the sample training week 2, okay, so only 2 can be returned. Review the top classes for the questions to see how the classifier is predicting them. Here are some sample questions to classify. Cool. One of the sample questions includes a term foggy. It's not isn't trained on. The classifier can score well with these missing terms without you having to do extra work to identify them. Try other questions that includes words that are not in the training data. Okay, makes sense. Delete the tutorial classifier. So you might want to delete the classifier from the tutorial with your information. So delete classifier parameters. Prepare your data. That's going to be something that I want to look into. Text class records. Got it. So I'm going to bookmark this because no matter what we use, this is going to be important information. All of this here is going to be very valuable for us in understanding how to actually make the API calls and how to make it work. So definitely bookmarking that. After you create, train, and query, I can't say that word, jQuery, query, an IBM Watson natural language classifier with the data. In the getting started example, you will create a classifier that works with your own data. Use assemble and provide training data. Okay. In a comma separated value format. Oh, so that's what CSV means. Nice. Okay, did not know that. In the CSV format, a row in the file represents an example record. Each record has 2 or more columns. The first column is representative text to classify. The additional columns are classes that apply to that text. A following image shows a CSV that has 4 records. Each record in the sample includes text input and 1 class, which are separated by commas. Cool. Got it. Hi, Olive. Olive is over here now. She wanted to make an appearance, I guess. She wanted attention. She felt like she needed some, so here we are. No. In addition to the text and classes, the request to create a classifier includes additional information. The metadata identifies language of the data, and you can also include a name to help you identify the classifier. Okay, the metadata identifies the language of the data. No. If I'm not petting her enough, she starts clawing at me, and typically she goes straight for the face because that's what's in her reach, and that's what gets her the fastest results. So she's not a stupid dog as much as she tries to fool everybody. Okay. Make sure that your CSV training data adheres to the following requirements. Must be UTF-8 encoded. Separate values and each class by a comma. Delimiter each record row is terminated at the end by an end of line character, which is a special character or sequence. Okay, cool. So it's like a semicolon, basically. For those of you who don't know what a semicolon is, when I say that, I'm referencing more of your lower level languages, like what is it, Java, C++, C. At the end of every statement, you have to have a semicolon. In JavaScript, I don't know why, but you don't have to terminate your lines of code. It's weird, and it doesn't feel right. I feel like every time I'm programming in JavaScript, I'm doing something wrong. Or, yeah. Aw, man. Alright, so give me 1 second. My camera actually died. Yeah, I know. The battery's only good for about an hour, so give me a second. Let me go grab the battery. This is, hey, I'm not too upset because I'm able to get a decent quality camera for like, what? Or decent, quality video output, and I only had to pay like $30 for a freaking capture card, and that was it. So, give me a second. I'm gonna go grab a new battery. Hi, Ollie. All right. Whoops. Let's see. I'm going to have to reposition my camera as well, but whatever. I'm going to also take a look into getting, hold on. All right. There we go. It should come on here in a second. Excuse me. Or not. There we go. Yep. We're good now. I'm going to look into getting some better batteries for this camera just because I'm actually using it now. But I've noticed like the battery life on it is about an hour. So I have like an hour or so of juice, and then I have to go grab a new battery. So I just keep switching them out. But yeah. Anyways, all right, cool. So the data must be, okay, cool. Text values, oh wait, I was gonna respond to you, Logan. Give me a second, got distracted. Called a function. Today I learned in JavaScript you could call a function and only pass 2 to 3 arguments, and sometimes that's good enough. You can call, and only pass it 2 to 3 arguments in time. There's a joke there that you're trying to get, or trying to say, and it just kind of went over my head, Logan, so... Oh, shoot, but, Anyways, but it's not. With a tab. Anyways, okay. Example text with a tab is valid, but that is not valid. Text values cannot contain tabs or new lines without... Okay, got it. Makes sense. Example text with comma. So basically you gotta stringify it. Double quotation marks. What are y'all doing? Y'all, okay. It's bone time again, because y'all are only quiet when you have something to chew on. Olive. And y'all are gonna start chasing off after the cats sit. No, Odin, this isn't for you. There are those over there. Let me take a look at what Logan said. So if, okay, 2 out of 3. Oh, okay, got it. It's just defaults to false. Okay, I vaguely remember reading that somewhere. I remember, like... Yeah. Does that work for everything? So, like, if you're calling something, say with 2 arguments, and you only pass it 1, does that work? I don't know. So like, you know, you have maybe two strings that you're passing, and then because you only pass in one string, it evaluates the second as null or undefined, and that it's still fine and still good to go. Do you know if that works? You're right. Let's see. Let me actually just do it in console, or in console, and yeah, no, in the console. Let's just inspect it. Okay. I guess somebody forgot to take out their console logs. Let's say it takes in A and B. Excuse me. One thing I do not miss about my Dell is the trackpad. The trackpad is terrible on this thing. It's probably gonna give me, let me just do a new one. Function hi a plus b, and we'll return b. Alright. So let's call it hi, and let's only pass in hello. And that's going to be A. Now when you, let me actually console log that. Hi, and let's just do an integer, because that's easier. I hate this. I hate this, I hate this, I hate this, I hate this. JavaScript, like, I love it, but I hate it. Like, it goes against everything that I was taught. But I love it because it's so dang powerful. Like, we were talking about it last night, and basically Logan said something to the extent, like, it has so many try-catches integrated into the actual system, or into the actual language itself. It's crazy. It's crazy. That's insane. So JavaScript. Am I right? I love it though. I love it. I love that emoji. Hey. Okay, what is the face even? Sorry, I'm trying to see what this emoji is. Oh. Hi, how are you? I'm sorry, I can't say her name. I'm so sorry. I don't want to butcher it, because I will butcher names, and I feel like it's really bad. I don't like butchering names because everybody butchers my name. It's Kiska, by the way, but everybody butchers my name, so I always hate butchering other people's names, because I don't like it when people butcher my name, so I don't want to butcher other people's names. But hey girl, how are you? How's your day been? How are you doing? Haven't talked to you in a minute. I'm looking forward to Saturday's call with Naz and Jacob, and our live call for JavaScript success coaches. It's gonna be fun. Okay. I need to just like really set my phone to the side and just not be on my phone at all. But yeah, it is. Hey. Okay. JavaScript actually busted language for noobs. Yeah. I mean, JavaScript, like, honestly, if you're going to start anywhere with programming, I think JavaScript is going to be the most foolproof language for anybody to start with, because it is very hard to actually get an error in it that makes you want to throw your hands up or figure out why it's not working or anything like that. But at the same time, I feel as though if you would start in like a language like Python or Java or C++, you'll start to understand that what actually happens behind the scene, scenes that way. Or understand what start. Oh my god, I'm sorry, I can't talk. Understand what happens behind the scenes. So I heard that TypeScript does away with many of the more crazy sides of JS. Maybe I'll take a look into TypeScript, because I've been hearing a lot about it, and yeah, why not? But, anyways, let's take a look back into Watson and all that. So I'm actually going to take a look into Firebase as well. Excuse me. Okay. So tracking the most prominent object across images, tracking ID, bounds. Got it. I'm sure that's like the bounds. Yeah, that's the bounds of the pictures. C in a nutshell, yes. Basically. That's not LOL, that's fair. I started with C and I've wanted to put my first through my... Yep, same. Yeah. Uh-huh. You don't know how many times that I, like, learning JavaScript, I love debugging code. Don't ask me why. Again, I'm just sadistic. Again, I like linear algebra and calculus and DVQ. Like, those are all fun for me. I love math. I love complicated math. I have no clue why. I think it's just because it's fun. It's fun to figure out. The same kind of goes for me and debugging code. Like, it's agitating as hell when you can't figure out a bug, but I love figuring it out. It's very satisfying. It's very fulfilling. And I think that's why I like it, is both math and debugging code, is because it's always satisfying once you're at the point where you want to literally just crack your laptop in half right at the joint, throw it through the window, set it on fire, cuss it out. Like, it's satisfying to go from that to fixing a bug. And yeah, there's been plenty of times that I just want to had to post the problem. Nice. But yeah, hold on. C memory leaks, yay. Yeah, basically. But oh my gosh. Okay. I digress. But I'm just taking a look here. Okay, cool. This is object detecting. I don't need object detecting. I need recognizing text. Okay. This page describes an old version has been split into new 2 APIs. Got it. So on-device text recognition or cloud text recognition. Let's look into the cloud, because I feel as though when we're actually programming this, I think we're probably going to be using some type of cloud service, but I do know the on-device text recognition is free. So I think we might want to go this route, is the on-device text recognition if we use Firebase. And the only reason I say that is because I know it's free. I remember reading that last night. I just don't remember where I read it. Pricing. It's literally in front of my face. Anyways. So pricing is free. Real-time processing, ideal for camera video feed, recognizing sparse text in image, recognize Latin characters. The cloud would be more versatile though because it recognizes a broad range of languages and special characters. That might be the route that we want to go. I don't know, Logan, what do you think? Should we do on device or cloud if we go with the Firebase route? Because eventually we'll have to we might have to pay for it because the first 1,000 cases or first 1,000 uses of it is free, but after that it's not. So me on a call with an ass, sir, please explain why there's no pointers at JS. Yes. literally JavaScript is a very, very powerful language. And I love it because it's so powerful. But it is literally, it's foolproof. And I love it, but I hate it at the same time. I love it for me because I know what's going on behind the scenes, and I've been forced to learn the, I've been forced to learn the original, like what, oh my gosh, I'm sorry guys, I'm really just, my brain's not all there today, just put it that way. But I like it because I've had to learn what happens at the machine level, at the technical level, hardware level, and I think that's very important. That's a very important basis for understanding the way your code is working and why it's working and how it's working. I think that's a very fundamental thing, and I've noticed with JavaScript, a lot of people don't explain why things work the way they work and how they work because they either forget or they don't know. And those concepts are what allow you to jump from language to language to language. Because I've programmed in Java, C++, assembly language, HTML and CSS, if you will. I'm just going to count them as one language. JavaScript, which really would be HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, like if you want to count that as one language. I've done PHP, Perl, and SQL, Python, and I've been able to jump around from language to language because in essence, I understand what's going on at the core. And I understand what's going on at the machine level, and I've noticed a lot of tutorials, whether it's YouTube or anywhere like that, they don't explain a lot. So, it's more of a general overview. Reading a string in C and forgetting to check for it. Oh god, that sounds about right. That looks about right. Use on device and maybe we can set it up on virtual machine. Yes, that's actually a pretty damn good idea. Remember how I told you I have that old desktop that's literally just sitting around? If I can get a virtual machine to work on it, because you know how old that thing is, maybe we can use that as like a server in the beginning. Just, a small one. I don't know. That would be a good idea. I mean, cloud is cool, but yeah, exactly. That's my thing. I don't want to have to switch it later on. So that's kind of why I was asking. That's why I was leaning towards on device, because yeah, I'm glad we're in agreement there. But Whispers, HTML is a programming language where you can literally leave out closing tags and it doesn't break. Yes, literally yes. Like HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, they're like the weirdest combination of languages out there. It is a markup language. Yeah, it's like there's so many anomalies in each language, like JavaScript, where there's a whole bunch of try catches, HTML, where you don't necessarily have to close tags, like, they're weird. They're just straight up weird. And we can get EC2, yeah, for $10 a month. That's, excuse me. Yeah, that is that's a plan, or that's an idea. There we go. That's a plan. I make fun of myself a lot because of the way I talk sometimes, because my brain is moving like 40 miles an hour and my mouth moves like 5. Unless you count, yeah, I would count XHTML. I mean, that would be more of a language than HTML. Um, Tell me why my dog is chewing her bone on my purse. Olive, why are you chewing your bone on my purse? That's my purse, not yours. I They run the household. I just live here. Screams internally. Yeah, yeah, basically. But yeah, my animals basically run the household. I have no say in what happens at this point anymore. But whatever. I just pay rent and provide for a roof over the head, over everybody's head. Okay. There's that text recognition. This one is cloud, I believe. Text recognition, machine learning. I think this is the cloud. Yeah, I think that is the cloud. Anyways, let's go here. Yeah, basically, I'm basically their staff. I'm just the person who takes them out to go to the bathroom and then cleans the litter box, and after that, yeah, like I just pay for them, basically. Um. Okay. With this cloud-based API. Oh, I was in the right place earlier. Let me just close out of that. Let me go on device. There we go. We're good. With machine learning kits, text recognition. APIs can recognize text in any Latin-based character set. They can also be used to automate data entry, such as processing credit cards, receipts, and business cards. I get paid in cuddles, yeah. Cuddles and love. That's about the currency that happens, currency exchange that happens here. Yeah, especially with Olive. Olive is a crazy dog. She is freaking crazy, and she's so needy. I love her to death, but God, she's so needy. Anyways. Okay, cool. So let's take a look at this. Let's go on and get started. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to resize my camera right now. Or, well, no, well, we're fine. I'll just leave myself in the corner. I'm going to get started with this. I'll show everything up till they start giving me API keys, and then I'll turn it off. So we want the text recognition. Free, it's this one here. Alright, and then I'm actually just gonna cut my screen off because, yeah. Okay. What? Face detection, language ID, smart reply, landmark recognition. On June 3rd, we started offering machine learning kits on-device APIs through a new standalone SDK. Okay, so do I have to go to the SDK now, or like what? Alright, sounds good. Food does sound pretty good right now. I haven't ate in a minute. I don't remember when I last ate, honestly. I don't know why I'm like this, but whatever. Alright, so Okay, I can actually share my screen again because they're not given any API keys. So I think what I actually have to do is use an SDK. I just want to see some type of documentation because, yeah. Okay. Why? So, images on iOS. I don't want that. Android. See, this is my only thing. Is that this only is able to do iOS and Android. Like, you gotta choose one or the other, and that means it's either Swift or Java, or Objective-C, and that's what I don't really like. Yeah, Java or Kotlin, I think that's how you say that. I've only heard it say like spoken like twice. My coffee activated the solid part of my internal waste. Oh, oh shoot! I love how you said that. Very eloquent. Very eloquent. So yeah, I think I'm going to have to say that IBM Watson takes the case, or takes the cake for this. I think that's what we're gonna use, or we're gonna have to use. I'll wait for Logan to get back, but I think to see what he thinks, but I think that's what we're probably gonna want to use is IBM Cloud versus Firebase. Yogurt, are you not gonna chew your bone? I gave it to you, big girl. No? Okay, whatever. Your sister's gonna chew it then. She just has it on the bed with her. She's just laying right next to it. I don't know, man. Whatever. I'll give it to you later sometime, I guess. Yeah, my dog's name is Yogurt. Yeah, I have one dog named Yogurt, and then the other is Olive. Olive and Yogurt. Yep. But thank you. Cool. Let's see. Yeah, I think I'm going to want to use IBM Cloud just because, one, documentation is a little bit better. This machine learning here does kind of worry me that there's no documentation, but I think the natural language understanding combined with the natural language classifier will be good enough. I know it does have options to program this in Java as well, I think. Yeah. Curl.net, Go, Java, Node, Python, Ruby, and Unity. Okay. So yeah, I think this is the one I'm going to want to use. If that's the case, then we're probably going to want to set up a server through a virtual machine, because this is just, I don't know, I like Firebase. I think Firebase is very powerful for a lot of things, but yeah, host your custom machine learning models on Firebase and dynamically serve them to mobile devices. So I guess what it is Firebase focuses mainly AI on modal. Oh my. Mobile devices. There we go. I am literally too. I literally cannot talk today. Worth a ding. Actually, I accidentally closed my chat. Let me restream. Cool. There we go. Oh. I guess when you accidentally close your restream chat room, it does not show up all of the old messages. Good to know. Cool. Cool. Oh, thank you everybody for following me. For those of you who just did, if you're still on the call, thank you. If not, I appreciate it. And this will be uploaded everywhere else. Yeah. Cool. We're going on 2 hours here. I think I'm gonna hop off here soon. I think when it hits about 10:45, I think I'm gonna go on and hop off because the 100 Days of Code says an hour a day, which is good. If you can do more, of course, you want to always do more. So I think I'm gonna say 2 hours for now. And then tomorrow, I think what I'll do is I'll go live earlier. I'll probably go live maybe around 2 to 3 p.m. And try to just start going live consistently at one specific time, and then kind of just go from there, because consistency is key. But yeah, yep. Let's go on and get back to it. Excuse me. Cool. Let's see. Google divorces MLKit from Firebase, adds entity extraction and pose detection APIs. Google announced today changes to MLKit, its toolset for developers to infuse apps with AI designed to make it easier. Okay. The refreshed MLKit makes available on device APIs and standalone SDK that doesn't require a Firebase project. Okay, that makes sense. Google Notes that more than okay. Okay, so basically, it seems like Google's MLKit is targeted more so for apps and apps only. It doesn't look like it's actually able to be used as a standalone. Like, I don't like saying standalone. It doesn't seem like it would be able to be implemented into a web development app. Alright. Good night. Thank you for tuning in. I'm going to be stopping the stream here anyways in the next couple of minutes. I'm going to hop off. Yeah, I need to sleep tonight. I didn't sleep a lot. I mean, I slept well yesterday, but I need more sleep. I've always had issues sleeping. Even if I get a good amount of sleep, I just can't sleep. That makes sense. I don't know. But anyways, cool. Alright, I'm gonna say about 15 more minutes, and I'm gonna hop off. Okay. Entity extraction spots items and text, including phone numbers, addresses, payments. Makes them actionable. Pose detection supports 33 skeletal points, like hands and feet tracking. Okay. In related development, TensorFlow light image labeling, object detection, object tracking models, and support will expand to additional types of models in the future, Google says. Cool. MLKit gained 3 new with translation API. Cool. MLKit will continue to work with Firebase features like A/B testing, Cloud Firestore. Have to switch over to the SDK. Okay. Good to know. I don't think I'm going to be using Firebase just because it is more of an SDK, and yeah. I mean, SDKs are cool, and I don't mind an SDK, and I would like to use one. However, the problem I foresee here is there's not a good way to actually accurately incorporate this into, let's say, a JSON, oh my gosh, into a JS file, Python, anything like that. It's only going to be Swift, Kotlin, and Java. So I've programmed in Java, but I would rather not use it for a project like this if I don't have to. So yeah, I think we're going to skip out on Firebase for the time being. We'll see if that's famous last words here. So let's browse services. So let's go on and go natural language understanding for now. Alright, I'm going to go on and turn off my display for now. Because I'm getting ready to... What is it? Get an API key, I believe, here. Okay, cool. I can show my screen again. It actually did not show or pop up an API key. But, okay, so we can only feed 30,000 NLUs. Okay. Let's see if they have another option, because I know it's going to be more than 30,000. Natural language understanding. What is it? Items. It's going to be more than that. Why are you stepping on my purse? You're disrespectful. So, let's take a look into it. API. Let's see. 12 open source tools for natural language processing. Natural language toolkits is the most full-featured tool of the ones I surveyed. It implements pretty much any component of NLP you would need, like classification, tokenization, streaming, tagging, parsing, and semantic reasoning. There's often more than one implementation for each, so you can choose the exact algorithm or methodology you'd like to use. It also supports many languages, however, represents the data in strings, which makes it hard to use some advanced functionality in the document. But there is a lot of it, as well as a great book. The library also is this is a great toolkit for applications that need a particular combination of algorithms. Huh. Well, that has me sold on that one at least. I'll figure that one out here in a second. Faster in most cases, but it only has a single implementation for each NLP component. It also represents everything as an object rather than a string, which simplifies the interfaces for building applications. That might be nice, because representing it as a string might get a little complicated further into implementation. This also helps integrate with other frameworks data. Okay, so you can use okay, TextBlog is an extension of NLTK. Functions in TextBlog. While learning, if you're just starting out, this might be a good tool while learning, and can be used in production for applications that don't need to be overly performant. Overall, yeah, this is a kind of small project that we're working on, but the thing is like we're going to have to feed in probably like 50,000 plus tweets. So that being said, it might not be the best option to use TextBlog as an extension of NLTK. But yeah, I think I might actually use this here. Spica and Airbnb, Uber, Quora, Stitch Fix. Okay, Microsoft featured this. Okay, nice. Python and Cython. What the hell is Cython? C extensions for Python? What the heck? Oh my god. That aims to be C-like performance with code that is written mostly in Python with optional additional C-inspired syntax. Cython is a compiled language that is typically used to generate C Python extension modules. Annotated Python-like code is compiled to C or C++ and automatically wrapped in interface code, producing extension modules that can be loaded by regular Python coding using the import statement, but with overhead time. Cython also facilitates wrapping indentation C or C++ code into Python. Okay. Cython is written in Python and C and works on Windows, Macs. Okay. That is interesting. That is interesting. Okay. The free software SageMath computer algebra system depends on Cython. What does this look like? SageMath. Oh, I know what this is. That's why it sounded familiar. I've used this before. I think I've used this before. If I haven't used it before, I know that one of my teachers was talking about it. Because it looks like it's a 3D modeling app. Yeah. If I probably haven't used SageMath, but I probably know somebody who's actually at least, spoken about it. Anyways, I just wanted to see what Cython was. Alright, so let's go into the APIs. Into the API. Oh god, okay, so... Okay. Processing pipeline. Got it. Doc. No, hold on. text processing. Tokenization standards are based on 2 notes 5 corpus. The token differs from most, including, okay. Nice. So I think this is where I'm gonna end it, y'all. This looks very promising. Oh, you can input a JSON. That's good to know because that's okay. Good to know. Excuse me. Okay, so it's either the only language is Python for this. So yeah, we'll probably need to use Python rather than JavaScript for this. Good to know. Well then, on that note, I am going to hop off. What I might do is I might start learning Python on these calls here, so I can slowly start working towards building this and all of that good stuff, because I am a complete beginner when it comes to Python. I haven't really ever coded in Python before, so that being said, kind of got to figure that out first before I can even implement something like this, you know? I mean, I do understand the bigger concept, so it won't be hard to do. It's just getting my bearings about me in a language that I have never programmed in before. So that being said, I am going to just hop off now and call it a night. Let me just make myself big now. I'm gonna hop off and call it a night. I appreciate everybody being here. I appreciate those of you who are still here, who were watching from the beginning. If you aren't, then that's fine. It is what it is. I appreciate it still. I appreciate you tuning in. Like I said, tomorrow I might go live around like 2 to 3 and just see how long I can stay on live, because why not? And then, yeah, just go from there. But again, I'm going to download this. Oh, wow. Look, I'm getting a little callus right here from having my hands constantly resting on my laptop right there. Anyways, yeah, I'm gonna have this live download, and then what I'll do is I'll edit it into a YouTube video, either tomorrow or Saturday or something. I don't know. I'll figure out some way. I've been low-key thinking about maybe having somebody from Fiverr, editing this kind of stuff for me too, just hiring somebody off there, because I'm not the most gifted when it comes to video editing, but yeah. Yep, you are a marino. No, I don't even know what I said. But anyways, yeah, Logan, real quick, before I hop off, found out Firebase is only for apps, only for, like, iOS or Android apps. It's not, like, doesn't seem like there's a way to utilize it anymore in a web development app. So for that reason, I kind of crossed that one off the list. And then I started looking into IBM Watson. And IBM Watson is, it only allows you to, what is it, use like 30,000, what is it, 30,000 natural language understanding items per month for the free tier. And I'm not about to pay for anything more than that, because we already know how many tweets that we're going to be parsing into this thing. So yeah, 30,000 is probably not going to cut it. I think you said yesterday that there was like, what, 50,000, and I know like the end goal is to make a Trump translator, but I know we've also been talking about other use cases for this. Yeah, exactly. He had 55K tweets. So that being said, I figured I'd look into it a little bit more, and I found this. It's called Spocky. I don't know how the frick you say that. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, and it's all represented as an object rather than a string like the other one I found. I found this one as well, but you can't see it, but I found Natural Language Toolkit, which is NLTK, but I think Spacy. Let's call it Spacey, because that's what it looks like, and that's what I'm gonna eventually call it. So let's just start messing the name up in the beginning. Let's call it Spacey. I'm gonna use Spacey, and the only languages it handles is Python and Cython, which I didn't even know was a thing. And that being said, I'm going to probably go on and start taking a look into this and utilizing this API rather than IBM Watson or Firebase or anything like that. So I think that's what I'm going to use. And then, yeah, C and Python. It's weird, dude. It is weird. I had to look it up as soon as I saw it. I was like, I had to look it up to figure out what it actually did. It says to help you make transition. Oh wait, where is it? There's a little tidbit on what Cython is. Where is it? I saw it not too long ago. But basically, it's a way to write C in Python, which it's weird. Just take a look into it. There's a Wikipedia page that I just went to on Cython, and yeah, it's weird. It's kind of weird. It's kind of dope, but it's kind of weird. I don't know. But anyways, I'm gonna hop off. I'm tired. But thanks everybody for tuning in. I will go on and compile this and all of that, edit this into a YouTube video for me to upload to YouTube later and start my live stream playlist. So why not? The edited live stream, just high points, if that makes sense. But anyways, I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you for tuning in. And yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow around 2 to 3. Peace.